Hey team, welcome to this video. Today's video is specifically going to talk to you about how to drop an animated GIF into a Microsoft Outlook email. And it's not going to be an attachment, it's actually going to be live on display inside of that email. So let's start by performing a search. I'm going to choose the word joy, and inside that search, I also want to include GIF, G-I-F. Google's going to want to auto-populate or auto-predict that text, and it's going to want to put GIFs in there. And I don't want a gift, I just want a GIF. So joy, GIF, and enter. Inside this area, up at the top, you're going to click right here where it says images. Click one time, and you're going to see that content populate. And as you scoot down, you're going to determine whether or not these are animated or not. So if you click one time on that GIF, you'll be able to determine whether or not it's animated. Sometimes when you click on these, absolutely nothing happens, and it's very stagnant and it's doing absolutely nothing. So just be careful that if you want something that's animated, that it is animated. Over here on the right-hand side, not over here where it's little, over here on the right-hand side, you're going to right-click and you're going to move down to Save Image As. Give the computer just a few seconds to open up this adjacent window. It's going to ask you where you want to save it. So I'm over here in GIFs, and then name it whatever you want. I'm going to call this Joy Disney number 2. Then I'm going to press enter. So it would be your job to come through here and figure out exactly where you want to save it. And then I'm going to click save. It's also going to populate down here in your downloads bar. I'm going to minimize this and get it out of the way. Right over here on the left, I have one that I previously saved, and then I also have this new one. You can't just drag it and dump it into that email because it's going to save it as an attachment. And your objective is not to save it as an attachment. Our objective is that we want it live inside the context of the email. So let me go ahead and delete this. You actually have a middle step. You're actually going to bring that GIF into a Word document, and then from the Word document, then you're going to drag it over into the email. You sort of need this middle step in order for this entire sequence to function properly. So let me model what that looks like. Let me just drag this and then drop it right here. Inside the Word document, it's frozen and it's not doing anything. Don't let that concern you. From here, you're going to drag it from the Word document and you're going to drop it into your email. I'm going to click right here. Make sure those little circles appear on the perimeter of that GIF. Otherwise, you're probably not in here. So make sure that you click on it, and then you want to drag, and then you want to let go inside of your email. And you'll notice how it's animated for you. She's jumping around and she's excited. You can drag the handles in so that it's not as large. It will get distorted unless you hold the shift button down while you adjust it. So let me press shift on my keyboard, and then I'm going to click on one of the corner ones, not one of the side ones, because you'll notice how it just got distorted. So I'm going to hold shift down, and then I'm going to choose a corner. And no matter what I do, the proportion of that item is not distorted in any way, shape, or form. So you can squeeze in or out as you choose. You do not have the capacity to crop it. When I right-click on this item, cropping is not an option. Around this email, you can include any of the text that you normally would. Have a great day. Thank you for that previous email. I miss you, whatever that text is. And I'm going to email it to myself so you can see what it looks like. GIF, and then I just sent it to myself. And I have my email on my other screen, so let me go ahead and open that email, and then I'll drag it over. So Melissa sent this message to Melissa, and you can see how that GIF is animated on the screen for you. At some point in time, it will stop moving, like just right now, and then you'll see how that play button appears. And if the recipient wants to watch it again, the recipient can click on that play button, and then it can animate all over again. Feel free to click on the subscribe button below, and right over here, you'll notice that I have a link to one of my previous videos. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day.